Well. If it ain't fan and two, back at it again. Yeah, that's right. Welcome back, guys, to another video, to another reaction. Whoa, out of the park. Like, so original for me. Um, we're here with Wiffies again. We're here with what happened to Extreme Gamer 11. You guys have been requesting this a lot, I've seen. Must mean that this is good, right? Must mean that this is good. Yeah. So there isn't that much to say really. I'm trying really hard, by the way, to post daily for you guys. It will be hard sometimes. I cannot promise that I'll post daily forever, but I'll try my best. And I know I see a lot of your comments. I also saw a little comment of a Minecraft world that knows you, or like, no, sorry, there's something living in my Minecraft world from movies as well, which I've seen you guys comment. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming your way. But for now, let's continue with this video. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. Clash Royale.
I was doing some digging when I stumbled upon a website for an old Minecraft mod, minecraftcompanion.jar. I tried installing it, but my game just crashed. Something about it doesn't feel right though. Maybe you could look into it further.
Okay.
On June 24th, 2024, a YouTube channel was created, claiming they had found an old laptop with some weird Minecraft videos about a strange mod. The footage of these videos begins as pretty normal, but quickly becomes one of the most extremely disturbing mysteries on YouTube, and the only way to understand and solve it is to watch the first video. The video starts with a notepad.
I love these, how it's like always the what's it called? You found a YouTube channel. We're gonna watch these videos together, guys.
Like an old version of
this looks sick though. They have like the old Windows layout with the Bandicam. Okay.
It's worth noting that we can hear the sounds of a keyboard, meaning that whoever's recording this video is choosing not to speak to us. Our protagonist introduces himself as XtremeGamer11, and after setting the insane like goal of 3, proceeds to play out a relatively normal Minecraft Let's Play. But the Let's Play isn't normal for very long. A minute in, and all of a sudden, this happens. A pink message of gibberish shows up in the chat and fades without Extreme Gamer ever really acknowledging it. He continues playing in the world, collecting the basic starting resources, asking us where to build his house, and a bit later runs across some dropped flowers that seemingly came out of nowhere. An odd random cut later, he comes across an area of already mined trees with pieces of meat on the...
We are 1 minute and 34 seconds in, and this is already Herobrine. He's butt fucking this dude right now.
He looks around confused, and we can assume that this wasn't him. Something here is very wrong. This isn't.
Why is it always foggy in these videos?
Look like. He comes across more dropped flowers and then encounters this, a ring of yellow and red flowers, and then more dropped meat. When he next opens his notepad, we can see that he was questioning this flower generation. It definitely wasn't him doing this. Extreme Gamer begins to dig out a little house for himself, and as he's leaving to get sand for windows, he sees this. Over the hill, staring right at him, is a dark player, and the video ends. This is genuine.
Right. So, you know, I should wear a hoodie for these videos, I think, because like to prevent the chills. Because what the fuck, dude. I keep getting amazed of how these videos makes me feel, man. Like, it does. I've said it before, that it makes me feel like, why do I do this? Genuinely, like, I could be watching so much stuff more. I could be playing games. I could be doing whatever. You know, like, feel good.
Genuinely frightening, but a lot of it is not as strange as you may think. First of all, if you look in the description, you can see a message from the creator. The footage from this one was a little corrupted, so I tried my best to stitch it together.
Nate.
This explains the weird cuts that were showing up throughout the video, and now we have a name for whoever runs this channel. Nate. But let's revisit the first mystery.
So is this not Extreme Gamer?
Weird gibberish in the chat box. This message wasn't sent by a player. It's a message seemingly from the game itself, and while the letters seem random, they're there actually a hidden code. If you place all these letters and characters on a keyboard and shift everything up, so Z becomes A, D becomes E, and Y becomes 6, this string of gibberish translates to access code retrieved, archive.
Archive, we know this.
In archive is capitalized, what the meaning of this cryptic phrase is at all, and why there are two random character pairings hidden in the subtitles of this video is honestly beyond me. But none of this answers the looming question of who is in this world. Who is messing with the flowers, the trees, and the animals?
Yeah,
well, right
again, like, I've said this before, guys, and you guys know this. In every single video, we have to say this sentence. If this was me, I would throw in my PC. It's getting destroyed. It is getting incarcerated. I do not care.
Pulls up his notepad to talk to us more, there were a few frames where we could see that his world is open to LAN. This explains how another player managed to join him, but who is this person? And why does Extreme Gamer look so surprised when he finds all the cut trees and killed animals if his world is open to LAN? I mean, typically if you open a world to LAN, it's safe to assume that you meant to do that, and we're expecting someone to join you, so why is he so surprised? Well, I'll tell you why. LAN is a feature that allows you to play single player with your friends under one condition. They are on the same Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
If this mysterious black player is on Extreme Gamer's LAN world and Extreme Gamer didn't turn on LAN himself, the implications are far darker and the black player might be a lot closer than we thought. But to answer all the questions of who this entity is, all we have to do is watch video number 2. The next video on the channel is titled Download, and right off the bat we notice something interesting. Looking at the date in the bottom right corner, we can see that this video was recorded on November 29th of 2012.
Okay.
And looking at the first video we watched, the date there was
so this is him
December
downloading
1st.
this
So
companion mod.
The video we're watching now actually came before the previous one. Back to the video though, we can see that whoever is recording is on a website for something called Minecraft Companion Mod. It seems to be advertising a mod that lets an AI player play Minecraft with you, kind of like a virtual friend. This website is very real.
This is going to sound really stupid, but did they have that advanced AI back then, like in 2012? Am I stupid for saying that?
Strange and downright disturbing features that I'll explore pretty soon.
What the fuck?
Back in the video, we can see from the notepad that our protagonist is trying to install this mod and play with the AI. But when he launches the game to check if it worked, he gets a crash report. And we learn from the file path that the name of the person we're watching is Luke. But what's far more sinister is the final line of the crash report. Thank you for letting me into your home. Something about this is very, very wrong, and it only gets more and more unsettling when we take a look at video number 3. We can see
We saw him standing there. We saw the guy. Okay, you know what? Let's prepare. We saw the guy standing there. We know it's gonna happen. We know he's gonna be there. Let's just go.
Right on cue, the same black figure we saw in episode 1
Come on,
now
turn
walks
around.
into the
There you
room
go.
with us. Their name tag does clear up a lot.
MC
This is
companion.
the Minecraft companion AI that Luke was trying to
so
install
they
in
are.
the last video. When Luke opens the chat, we can see that they've actually already had a whole conversation, and the dialogue is very normal with seemingly no red flags. Luke goes to type hello, but before he can finish, MC Companion asks him a strange question. What is your name? Luke hesitates for a
You don't have
second,
to add that.
typing an L, but changes his mind and tells him it's XtremeGamer11. But then this happens.
No.
What is your real name?
See, you don't have to add that voice, man. It adds so much creepiness to it. Stop. Oh god, here we go. Yep, expose it. I mean, he's already in your home, so.
Somehow, this companion bot knew what Luke was typing before he even sent the message. The bot then introduces itself as M and asks Luke if he wants to work on the house together. Ignoring an odd video stutter, the rest of the footage is completely normal, and if you didn't know any better, you'd probably think the two of them were friends. That is, until M asks Luke this.
No, what? No, fuck off, don't. Guys, genuinely. Why do I watch
Luke
this?
is
I am genuinely getting
that
like,
he is before
I feel like
changing his
I am more okay with like watching anomaly, like where you can't see the person. Like I feel more at ease. I'm not feeling at ease, but I feel more at ease. But watching this person or like something, like talk to him, and he adds this
Mind
fucking
and say
voice
no,
changer.
but as if once again reading the unsent messages, M points out that it's nighttime
Yep.
and he'll go grab a second bed. The video continues as usual afterwards before it ends with this interaction. Out
Okay.
of nowhere, M tells Luke that he reminds him of Emily, and before Luke can ask who that is, the video cuts and ends. If we pay closer attention to the chat messages before the cut, we can see that they're also all relatively normal, with the exception of whatever this is. But this does call into question M's true intentions here. There is without a doubt something shady going on, but remember what happened when Luke accidentally told M that he was scared of the dark. M's first response was to kindly go find a bed so they could sleep and make it daytime, as if to comfort Luke and not make him scared. But we still don't really know what's going on with M, and for that we have to watch the next video, which takes place 2 days after video 3 and begins with Luke telling us that today he and M will be going to the
This
Nether.
is like kind of like, you know,
Something
hearing a
odd
kid
that we
like
notice
explain
right away,
like
though, is
to
that
their
there are
parents about their
torches
imaginary
everywhere,
friend.
and I mean
Imaginary friend.
everywhere, but we'll get back to that soon. Luke opens the chat to talk to M, and we notice something else that's a bit strange. The chat is spammed with "you can only sleep at night" messages, as if Luke was spamming the bed trying to pass the night as quickly as possible. A very normal conversation ensues, and as Luke and M head to the Nether portal, we can see a small garden of red and yellow flowers in front of their house. A small detail, sure, but the same flowers we saw haunting us in Let's Play 1. A sheep goes into the portal with the two of them, and M heartlessly slaughters it, and the video then cuts to the pair stumbling across a nether fortress. A bit of messing around in the fortress later, Luke tells M that he has to go get dinner, and this is the disturbing interaction that follows. But my mom is calling me.
That is what you said yesterday.
Sorry, I have to go.
You did not go back. I do not like them.
I promise. In just one moment, things just went from 0 to 100 to 1,000.
Bro. Legit? Like, this is fucked. This is actually fucked. This is actually, I think genuinely this might be the scariest video, so yeah. Oh my lord, why do you always leave? Why? You're all the same, why do you listen to them? Some code, don't leave me again, stay with me, please don't leave me. They won't bother you anymore. You were like Emily. Don't leave.
Let's put aside for a second the very possessive nature of M's messages, which shouldn't
This
be
must be
happening
some-
if he was just an AI, and take a look at the horror that are the signs
Yeah.
in the house. For one, assuming these messages
I'm
aren't
getting
from
I'm
Luke,
having
he had the
constant
time to
chills.
place all this,
I'm
so
having
the
literally constant
proof for
chills.
The entire recording is beyond me. But
Yeah.
for two, more importantly, look at what these signs say. Messages
Exactly.
like "please don't go" and "don't leave me."
This is like
You
some
are
abandonment
like Emily.
issue.
You are all the same. And more
This has happened
concerningly,
before.
why do you listen to them? I will take care of them. They won't bother you anymore. It's clear that M, whatever it really is attached to Luke, or at least acting that way. Acting desperately to stop Luke from going to dinner, begging him not to listen to his parents, and going so far as to say that he'll take care of Luke's parents. They won't bother him anymore.
What the fuck does
whatever
that mean?
Could mean. But if you're attentive, you may have noticed one sign that doesn't exactly fit in.
The code.
A sign that seems to be a random code of gibberish, and it's true that on its own, this string of text doesn't really mean anything. To figure out what it does mean though, we have to visit the MC Companion website. Looking back through the download video we watched earlier, we can find the URL to the MC Companion website. Once there, we're greeted with a lot of different options. Besides getting hypnotized by the spinning logo and admiring the bad web design, something we can do is click on each of the 4 download buttons. Clicking on the button for download 3 takes us to a very odd screen, a symbol of a 3-eyed octopus, apparently the logo for the United States Department of Metaphysical Sciences.
Okay,
and right below
what?
it, some text. This website has been seized. The domain MinecraftCompanionMod.com has been seized by the United States Department of Metaphysical Sciences in according with 6 U.S. Code Section 1534 as a part of a law enforcement action by the FBI. What
FBI,
on earth
what
is
the
going on?
hell?
Why is this companion mod website being seized by the FBI?
Yeah.
And what in the world does this have to do with the metaphysical, or in other words,
Yeah.
the supernatural? And even stranger, this section of US legal jargon is actually a real thing, and is the law code for cybercrime, specifically in child trafficking. This whole mystery just got extremely dark very fast.
So
and
Emily
if we keep exploring and press
might
the
be
link
some
for download 4, it takes us to an error. The website crashed and apparently failed to load, except it didn't. This is a fake crash report meant to look exactly like a real one and turn people away, but hidden at the bottom of this report is a string of characters that doesn't normally generate in an error message. Yet another code. And to understand what it means and blow this whole case
Alright, let's go full Sherlock Holmes on this bitch.
open,
Let's go.
we have to go back to something you might remember.
Okay.
Back in episode
The-
1, at the,
the
very
code,
beginning of this
access
video, a
code
pink
is
chat
archive.
message popped up with a cipher that we decoded to say access code retrieved
Archive, exactly.
Previously, this meant nothing, but now it's finally coming in handy. Using the access code word archive, we can plug this random string of gibberish into a keyword shift decoder, a basic way to conceal messages if you have a keyword to decipher them with. And deciphering this with the keyword archive gives us this, which also looks like gibberish but is actually the ending of a YouTube URL, a URL to an unlisted video on the YouTube channel Archive.
Okay,
Playing
we know.
the video, we get a warning that this video
Wait. Isn't this the same fucking thing? Wait. Okay, wait. Let's go to his channel. Isn't this the same thing? With this?
Hello, I saw some of your
This is it, no? This has to be. This is like the archive, no? Look.
on the title line of the document says this.
Yeah, it is. Wait, is this connected? Wait. 9th of March 2025. Wait, so this is connected to the
Video is property of the US government, specifically the Department of Metaphysical Sciences, and the
I thought
viewing
I
of this
like
video
recognized the squid, like the
is
three-eyed
strictly
thing.
prohibited. What the attentive among you may have noticed, though, is a series of flashes as the video begins. These flashes have a bunch of ones and zeros, which immediately make you think of one thing: binary. Converting the flashes from binary to English, we get these three texts: I am not your animal, I am not your lab rat, and I just wanted friends. Something tells me we're in for quite the video. The date is October
these
1st,
fuckers.
2011, and we are introduced to Entity. Its origin is in Yuma, Arizona, discovered on September 9th, 2011. Apparently,
Oh.
it should be considered extremely dangerous and hostile. The entity
Whoa.
only responds to electric components and is currently being contained by the organization Archive. While they have the entity trapped,
Oh, so it's
Archive is studying it, trying to figure out what it really is. They finish off the video saying that they attribute the cause of a blackout to faulty transmission line work, and the video ends with a clip of hundreds of running rats. The binary in the final frame translates to "free me." What you may have also noticed was this binary that flashed on screen earlier in the video. This one translates to "no, I'm not," as if the entity is hiding these messages in the footage, responding to the video calling it hostile and saying
No, I'm not.
no, I'm not dangerous. But let's pause for a second and take a step back. What if this entity that we're being told about by Archive actually isn't hostile and dangerous? Yes, it's definitely supernatural, but according to its messages, it doesn't want to be a lab rat, it just wants to be set free. It just wants friends. Sounds awfully reminiscent of another mysterious entity we know that really wants friends.
Exactly,
What
it
if
is like
this
they don't know
supposedly
how to
dangerous
actually like
entity and the
pose as a
innocent
friend.
companion are one in the same?
Fuck you. If this is gonna be a jump scare,
The blackout referred to in the video
Oh my
is
God,
actually
dude.
a real event that happened on September 8th, 2011, nicknamed the Great Blackout of 2011, the biggest
Great
and
Blackout.
worst power
Oh.
outage in California history. The image on the Wikipedia article is the same as the one flashed in the unlisted video,
Yep.
and on Wikipedia they attribute the cause of the blackout to faulty transmission line work. If Archive is to be trusted and telling the truth, this explanation is just a cover story, and our entity is so powerful it caused the blackout itself. What
Yeah.
we're dealing with here is absolutely no joke. Back on the website, clicking on download links
hell?
1 and 2 download two separate text files, archive.txt and recover.txt. Archive.txt is an exchange of emails between Dr. Redacted and Emily Richards. Could this be the Emily that M was talking about? The one that Luke
It has
reminded
to
him
be
of?
the Emily.
If so, it all but confirms that M is our dangerous entity. But let's read the conversation.
To Redacted. Subject, Entity Redacted. Hello, Dr. Redacted. I have a concern regarding the simulation experiment with Entity Redacted. I believe the entity is growing aware it may be in a simulated world. Emily Richards.
Hello, Miss Emily. We warned you about Entity Redacted. You know the consequences if this experiment goes wrong. Please elaborate more. Dr. Redacted, Head Directive of Archive, Facility Number 3.
I am noticing missing files on my system, emails I never wrote, and my system turning on randomly when it had been shut down. I have also taken notice of Entity Redacted becoming non-responsive in the simulated world for extended periods of time.
Miss Emily, we have taken your concern into deliberation and will update you on this matter at a later time.
According to these emails, this entity,
Okay.
likely M, is currently being studied in a sort of simulated world by a team of researchers at Archive, including Emily and this Dr. Redacted. The second text file, recover.txt, is yet another email sent from Emily's account, but the messages and subject are all in binary, and there's only one character we've met that also speaks in binary. This
The
is one
entity.
of those emails that Emily didn't write herself because it was written by the entity. Translated, it reads, "To Dr. Buell, check his room." Whose room is yet to be known, but that's not
Yeah,
all. At the
what?
bottom is more gibberish, but as discovered by Discord user Skizik, this is part of a Dropbox URL, and it
What
takes
the
you
fuck?
to an image of a Minecraft house with more binary. Subscribe. Subscribe? Well, they're not wrong. If you are enjoying the video, then please do consider subscribing.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
of
trying to reach
course.
2 million subscribers before the end of the year, and the only way I can do it
Nice.
is with your help. Plus, subscribing is the best way to tell me
Thank
that
you for
enjoy
getting a
these
little
types of
break from
videos. So if
the-
you want to see more of these ARG creepy videos, then please do consider
Thank you for giving us a
subscribing.
break
I
from
really,
the actual
really do
scary stuff.
appreciate It. It does mean the world
Thanks,
to me, and
Wiffies.
I promise you won't regret it. But no, of course the message didn't actually say subscribe.
Oh,
What
no,
the
of
text
course,
really
okay.
said was this: "We can play together forever now." And on the topic of secret messages, if you remember the weird sign we saw amongst M's pleas back in the Let's Play with Luke, running that through the same keyword shift cipher with the same keyword archive takes you to yet another unlisted video. This one made 10 days after the previous. The binary text that flashes on screen takes the exact shape of the redacted entity's name, and translating it confirms our suspicions. M. This hostile entity from 2011 is somehow the same dangerous entity that is playing with Luke
What
a year
the
later.
fuck?
According to the video, M has been placed in a simulated world, Java Sim 01. They're
Okay.
talking about Java Minecraft. In an effort to contain the entity, Archive have let it explore the world of Minecraft. The following notes are observations from Emily's experiments on M. On the
Okay, let's
first
see.
day, M walked around, unaware it was in a simulated reality. Day 2,
Yep.
it spent the entire day picking flowers.
Okay.
Again, only tying it further to what we've seen M
Yep,
do in
yep.
Luke's videos. And apparently, it might be aware that it's inside of a simulated game. Day 3, the researchers plan to introduce M to a character, but the video cuts and we see footage of meat on the ground and a player looking over it with nothing but wood and flowers in
That's
their
gotta be M.
inventory. M killed this animal the moment it was introduced to him. The binary text that flashes on screen translates to "I set him free." The footage cuts
Oh.
back to normal before informing us that the entity seems to have grown fascinated with Emily, and soon thereafter she too had had grown too attached to it and was subsequently
What?
fired from archive. And as if responding with even more force than binary, M suddenly covers all the letters on screen. All that's left is
I miss her.
This is
Wait,
a
what?
ton of new information, but finally we're getting a sense of what we're dealing with here. A mysterious supernatural entity known as M caused a giant blackout in the southwestern United States. It was then quickly discovered and captured on online
I feel like I
servers
like
by
how
the
like he's
FBI
explaining
and
exactly
archive,
what
was
this
deemed
and what this
extremely
is like.
hostile and dangerous.
The other videos we
Entity
have
was
never
trapped
really
in
understood
Minecraft for
truly what
future
it
studying
is,
by a team of
but
researchers, including
now we
Emily
know in a way.
Richards. However, she eventually got attached to M and was fired. And now, a year later, the entity has come back in the form of a Minecraft mod to, for some reason, spend time with Luke. But all of this calls into question M's nature and character. Is it truly something evil and dangerous like the FBI paints it to be, or is he completely misunderstood? He claims that he's not dangerous, he just wants friends, he just wants to be set free. And yeah, sure, he's definitely possessive and wants attention, but for now at least he seems to be very kind to Luke. Look no further than M covering the entire world with torches the moment he heard that Luke was scared of the dark.
He's like doing things that are kind, but you don't know the line. That's what it is.
He killed the cow to quote-unquote set it free. If M is aware that the Minecraft world he's in is a fake reality, being an entity that's part digital would make him sympathetic for the other AIs in the game, even those as simple as the animals. Hence why he kills the cow the moment he meets it. The reason he kills the sheep as soon as it enters the portal.
To set them free.
Luke kept finding meat
I like how he's
around
giving
the world.
like
M
meaning
believes
to
that
this
he is
person.
freeing the mob's AIs from being lab rats in this simulated world. He doesn't see the cows as robots, he sees them as real living things. That's why he calls the cow him and not it. He didn't say I set it free, he said I set him free. M believes he's doing good things for these AIs. He sees real life made of ones and zeros, but regardless of what M believes, his past actions cannot be excused. Brace yourself, because this is where it gets dark. Clicking on the final part of the website, the image of the player
We had such a good run,
takes
bro.
us
It
to
was
yet
not
another
scary.
unlisted video on Archive's channel, but this one is not like the others. According to the video, it's a list of missing people who disappeared due to the failure of JavaSim 01, or the implication.
Fuck this, bro. View at your own risk. Guys, you guys want me to watch a 1.5 hour video like that is scarier than this? I think. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What? Dude.
You can hear people who disappeared thanks to M. As the video plays, we see the covered faces of several children from the American Southwest. Jason Buell, probably the son of Dr. Buell, last seen in his computer room. Gabriel Rodriguez, last seen with his iPad. Riley Harrison, last seen in the school computer lab. And finally, Luke Astor, last seen in his bedroom in Garland, Texas. Disappeared on December 7th,
how does he disappear?
2012. His parents were found dead in a car accident earlier that day. M did exactly what he said he would do and took care of them so they wouldn't pull Luke away from him any longer. So that email that M wrote on Emily's account to Jason's father, check his room, M was taunting the doctor. It all makes sense. The reason all these poor children were from the American Southwest, right where M was being contained. The reason that the last place they were all seen was next to a computer or iPad. M posed as this Minecraft companion, this friend, but it was all a facade, a way to lure children to play with it before abducting them so they could play together forever. So with that in mind, it's time to watch Luke's final Let's Play video.
No, don't do it.
2012. We can see that the time is far later than any 11-year-old should be awake, but Luke is quick to inform us that he's able to play late tonight because his parents are out. What he doesn't know, of course, is the tragic truth of what's actually happened to them. Luke and M have a short conversation, and we can see the chat was again initially flooded with messages of sleeping early. The two decide to go mining.
Fuck this, don't mind,
Luke suddenly realizes something. M is nowhere to be seen. Luke asks M where he is, no response. He tries again, nothing. He tells M that he's scared, but M still doesn't respond. And then, this happens.
No. No. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Fuck this video. Whoever recommended this, you wanted me to suffer. You wanted me to just sit here and just. I bet you're watching this. You guys know who you are. Who sat there? Watch it. What happened to Extreme Gamer? That would be so fun. Yeah, you're having fun right now, aren't you? Dude, okay, knocking at the door. Okay, you know what? We're gonna firm it. We're gonna listen with our headphones on. We know he's getting abducted. There's nothing to do about it. Let's go.
M has arrived to take Luke to do who knows what so they can play together forever. The final video on Luke's channel is a short clip of someone or something hiding behind a door, stalking someone playing on their computer. And this time in chat, it's M asking Luke where he is. The door slams shut and the video ends. In the comments of this final video, there is a comment from Archive themselves with a link to a final unlisted video. It's a warning to what we already know is the horrible truth. A hostile entity on the run. There's a player hanging from a tree and a house with yellow and red flowers. The beeps you can hear in the background of this video are Morse code, and they translate to find my home. There's one final piece of this puzzle, the key to understanding what M truly is and what he really wants. What he's doing
I am
to
shivering.
all these poor children that disappeared. But come on, don't we already know that? This is clearly, without a doubt, an evil AI that heartlessly got rid of a kid's parents and made multiple kids disappear. And the worst part is, he isn't even gone yet. If you look at Nate's channel, the guy that found this laptop with all of Luke's old footage and re-uploaded it in his own Let's Play from 2024, he finds a yellow flower in a mine shaft. And right behind him, when he goes into F5, we can glimpse a black player stalking him. M, the entity, the evil artificial intelligence that just cares about horrible things.
Dude, this video,
he
what?
Feelings, he's not sympathetic, he's definitely not alive, he never was. He is only ones and zeros, and he's a force of evil, and worst of all, he's still around to torment others like Nate. But if that's the case, then why? Why was Emily attached to him?
Exactly.
Why did he seem to care when Luke said he was scared of the dark? If he's truly an evil artificial intelligence with no feelings, why does he miss Luke when he goes offline? If he's not sympathetic, why does he want to free the animals in Minecraft? Why does he see them as living things? Why does M say that he feels things if he's just zeros and ones? Why does he want friends so badly if he isn't really alive? We don't know yet.
AI with
the
a subconscious?
only way to know for sure if M is truly an evil AI or if he's actually somehow alive and empathetic is to find this final missing piece. To find M's home just like he wants us to, but we already have found it. Remember, in the very first video we watched, I offhandedly mentioned that in the subtitles of the video you could see weird pairings of characters, 10Y and 6U. Well, that's not the only video. In fact, all the videos we've seen so far have had weird codes hidden in the subtitles. Individually, they mean nothing, but if you take the first number and place the corresponding character in that order, F first and U last, we get the final video. For her. For Emily. In the description of the video is a link to a file, a Minecraft world,
Emily Richards.
JavaSim01, M's original world. Is he just a monster?
No,
Really
why are we in
alive?
the world, bro? Why are you playing on the world? You dumb? Oh, 73, 27. Okay, before we watch all of this, before we read everything of this, I swear to God, if there's going to be a companion behind this door now, when he just turns around, he's going to see something through the window, he's going to see something through, like, the door. So help me God. Dude. If this happens, I'm never trusting you viewers again, okay? Let's see.
Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen. Sometimes the player read lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was alive. It was alive. Those 1,000 deaths had not been real. The player was alive.
Okay. 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 Nice. Nice. This was really nice. This was, I would say, this one of the scariest, definitely. I feel like when there's a living thing with you in the world, that's scary for me, man. And this tops the things right here. Holy shit. I like how we kind of got the explanation here of like, this is like, who is this like entity? What is the meaning behind this? And like, yeah, everything like that. This is really nice. And the ending as well is like, they always like quote the end screen of Minecraft, which is such a poetic one, which is like, it, you know, it adds so much value to it, and like it explains the entity of that it is just zeros and ones, as Wiffy says. But through those ones and zeros, you can start to analyze things. You start to realize that you have a mind, you have a consciousness, you get feelings, theories, whatever it is. It's all there. This was really good. This was, yeah, this is going up high on my list of these ARGs. As I said, we will try to like gather as many ARGs and then like do a rating together. That would be quite fun. But yeah, other than that, I will let you guys go now. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.